international humanitarian.
Surfers from Southern California.
Man who's playing a remarkable role.
Matt George would be a Green Beret.
Delivering medical care to Southeast
George,
Asia.
you've actually carved out part of the map.
He's able to deliver supplies to the most remote.
Saving lives every day.
It took the largest wave in the world to make me who I am today. This wave took 230,000 lives. My name is Matt George, and this was my epiphany. In the early hours of December 26, 2004, the most powerful earthquake in modern history struck off the coast of Sumatra. The resulting tsunami devastated the region. Banda Aceh is a surfing mecca. I'd been there before. I knew of remote villages where relief agencies would never dream of going. No one was going to help these people. I had to get there. I am not a large organization. I am a one-man operation. Let's look at all this. I go in alone, put together a local team, and together we journey to the most remote regions of the disaster area, places aid would never reach. We bypass the corruption of governments and global relief agencies. We dodge the local mafias who steal and sell relief supplies. I am determined to walk the toughest mile, that last mile, to deliver aid directly into the hands of those who need it most. This boat is gonna quickly become Noah's Ark. We're currently loading these rescue kits. These rescue buckets contain kerosene lamps, cooking oil, soap, things a family needs to get their lives back together. You might be able to just throw these into the surf line and let them wash right up on shore. With so many dead and wounded, I knew I was going to need doctors. We want to be able to bring ashore water, food, doctors. Doctors? We have 3 doctors. The UN and the Red Cross were no help. So I went to a local medical university in Padang to look for volunteers. I recruited 3 young doctors to help. We picked the right doctors, there's no question about it. These people know exactly what they're doing. We have the wishes of Padang behind us as we embark on our journey. We're sailing north now. How long does it take to get there?
It's too dangerous to go up the west coast here.
Some of the best decisions I've ever made was to not ask permission, but to act.
We'll get there. Things have taken a dramatic turn of events here. We came across a huge cache of stolen supplies controlled by the local mafia. They had their eyes on our boat. With no other choice, we laid low until sunset and then bolted under the cover of night. We're about right here and headed up through here. We've got a gunboat off the port bow. We're going to be boarded. In these remote waters, it's often hard to tell the difference between the military and the pirates. They wanted everything. We had just enough time to hide our most valuable supplies below deck. And luckily for us, they only came away with our store of cooking oil. We're directly across from Banda Aceh, which is why we've been seeing some bodies in the channel. It's been pretty grim. There is no way I'm sending people in through that razor-sharp reef. We've got to find another entry to this village. Every mission is different. You have to make it up as you go along. You're just improvising. We're offloading all the emergency stuff we need right away. You can see the villagers lining up in anticipation. It looks like there's maybe 200 to 300 people here. We use the wreckage of the villagers' homes to build emergency shelters. This way, they had a safe place to operate from as they rebuilt their community. No one's been in here. These people have nothing. This wave was almost to the top of these palm trees. We're just gonna set up on the beach here with some impromptu tents.
We seem to have an outbreak of tuberculosis in this village.
Working shoulder to shoulder like this is risky. You share the same dangers as the people you help. The threat of disease, infection, thirst, even death. Every nightmare a disaster leaves in its wake becomes your own.
This little boy is really, really badly burned.
We were lucky we got there on the day it actually happened. I think it would have been pretty hard for that little boy to live.
Our doctors volunteered to stay on land through the night. It's very dangerous here because of the malaria, but I couldn't talk them out of it.
I'm feeling just great.
The difference starts right here.
Now to the story of a man who's playing a remarkable role amid the devastation of Pakistan's earthquake zone, where Al-Qaeda fighters have free range.
Okay, let's go.
It is so dangerous now that this land has been loosened by the earthquake. It's just rife with landslides. All access to these villages has been cut off. We've mobilized this community to actually carve this helicopter pad out of the actual side of their mountain.
This can show you exactly what you can achieve if you mobilize a community anywhere in the world.
I tried to leave behind a sense of empowerment. There was a woman, Sovia. The earthquake had shattered her life, taken her family, her home, her will to live. She had been beaten and was going to be stoned to death for not wearing her headscarf in the presence of men. We took her under our wing. I taught her how to use my GPS and satellite phone, and by the end of the week, she was calling in helicopters, organizing relief operations, and evacuating the wounded. She became a hero to her village, and continues to be so to this day, proving that by helping just one person, you can help an entire community.
Come on, man.
Get it going.
You're bent over, you're using pickaxes, shovels, ropes, you're tying things off, your hands are numb.
Come on, you've got to be able to adapt.
Get me the straight pole, the straight metal pole. We have built this helicopter pad at 8,000 feet, and quite frankly, I can't believe it. Any second, a chopper is going to be coming in with what they need. Pickaxes, shovels, cooking equipment, just everything they need.
These guerrilla-style relief missions are proof that one person can make a difference. There will always be disasters, and there will always be people who need help. These people don't need a handout. All they need is a hand, and I am determined to give it to them. This is not a short-term solution. This is a revolution, a new way to care about the world, one person at a time. I don't deal in charity, I deal in hope. Life is just about perfect right now, and I am not about to stop. This isn't the Peace Corps. This is hardcore.